are so many franchises out there, distinct worlds and characters built on their own movie. Sometimes these worlds collide, but this isn't new. Universal monsters ran into each other all the time. There's just something about having two distinct IPs meet. Sometimes it's an epic fight, sometimes it's a rap battle. The entire concept is built on the premise of two properties fighting. Like Freddy versus Jason, Godzilla versus King Kong, Kramer versus Kramer. This is Alien versus Predator. Or if you're cool, AVP. No, this isn't Lindsay Lohan's coffee table. It's Antarctica, 1904, with some guy running for his life. If I'm the only guy left alive, is it still considered looting? He's running from a predator who's got him dead to rights. Maybe we can work something out? Handsome? All right, getting right into the alien queen. Get away from her, you... Oh, it's a satellite. Cute, guys. Cute. Well played. I've played this GTA mission. I think Trevor lives right over here. This satellite detected heat signatures coming from Antarctica. Telling you, global warming, ice caps melting, penguins exploding. One place where ice is not melting is Nepal, where Lex, our heroine, climbs ice falls for funsies.
Hello?
But she can still take phone calls up here. Who's her provider? I can't even get 5G in my neighborhood. She's being offered a plum job, but she can't exactly drop everything. They totally lifted this from Mission Impossible 2, didn't they? Helicopter provided by Whataburger. Sebastian, an archaeologist, digs up priceless artifacts, like a Pepsi bottle cap used by Jesus during the Last Supper. And you all know Pepsi goes great with loaves and fish. But he too gets an invite, along with a bunch of other experts in their fields. I'm glad Spud got cleaned up. They are taken to the South Pole onto an icebreaker. An icebreaker is a special kind of ship that punches through Arctic ice with powerful engines and small talk. Vroom, vroom. Are you sure he's off the H? The guy paying for all this, Lance Hendrickson, is Mr. Whalen, owner of the company that employed Ripley and Alien. He's also a future android model. The heat signature turns out to be a pyramid buried deep under the Antarctic ice. The pyramid has features from Aztec, Cambodian, and Egyptian architecture. And luckily, we have an expert on all of them. All of that from a fuzzy thermal image. We've got scientists to study it, mercenaries to shoot it, and Lex to guide them all. At first, she's not into it because the boss man is all, we need to rush so we can be first, and being first is tight. But she's like, this is too dangerous to rush. You gotta go slow and steady, baby. But she's out. They try to hire someone she doesn't approve of, so she goes. You know what this was really about. They upped her fee. So, Lex, pardon the expression, warms up to her job.
Laying down 3 simple rules.
Rule 1, nobody go off alone. Rule number 2, stay in contact with everyone. And rule number 3, the most important rule, ignore rules 1 and 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Ignore the cat, he really wanted to be a part of this. They come to the whaling station from the start of the movie.
It's only a model.
Since the pyramid is like hundreds of feet below, they brought some snowplows and a giant drill. But someone saved them the trouble by drilling an impossible tunnel all the way down. But this raises less eyebrows than it should. They're like, cool. Predators are watching the whole thing from their ship, and this is their signal to suit up. I have glaucoma. Whalen is dying, and would be a liability if he comes along. But as long as the check's clear, we let him do whatever the hell he wants. What's one more fun romp in the snow before dying? People go down the hole. Found your mom's sex tape. Snarf! The predators arrive with a nice soft landing. Gentle as can be. Okay, you done here, boy? Okay. There really is a huge pyramid under the ice, with predator statues that everyone seems to ignore. If you hear a purring, there's a cat on my lap. Say hi. Hi. Taking a page out of Indiana Jones, they set off a security system that activates a helpful map for the audience's benefit. He's helping. A device activates that pulls the xenomorph queen from cold storage. The markings in this pyramid are a mix of 3 separate languages. Luckily, this guy can read them all.
Only the chosen ones may enter.
Up top, the penguin guards are picked off one by one. Sort of an appetizer, or hunting foreplay. The humans use green lasers just to be different from these guys. Ouch! Hey, it's not too bad. Oh god, it just keeps going. Ugh. Yeah, there's still a cat on my lap. This is new. He doesn't usually hang around this long. The humans enter the sacrificial chamber. Look at all the skulls. I'd be freaking out. Okay, this would make a wonderful bong. Is this reason enough to burn the place down yet? Why do I want to cover it in barbecue sauce and ranch? They notice one of the bodies once dated John Holmes. Get it, girl.
It's common in ritual sacrifice to take the heart of the victim.
But that's not where your heart is.
I thought the quickest place to a person's heart was through the stomach. Was that another lie? Mondays, right? They wake up the queen and she's forced to lay eggs. Capitalism, baby. Hashtag egg life. Ow, that was a big one. This one's a little dry. I'm gonna have stretch marks for life. Ow, that one ripped a little. Anyone else hear the miracle of childbirth?
What have you found, Max?
It's a shaft to another level.
Or it could be a sewer, I don't know. Cherry snow cones, anyone? We're still splitting up, but at least we'll still die in groups. Are there spiders in Antarctica? Just checking. Say, this looks plunderable. Sebastian quickly figures out how to open this thing, and behold, Predator smart guns. And of course, the humans take them because finders keepers. Glaucoma! Wanna hit this? Primo shit, man. These guys obviously never saw an Indiana Jones movie. Removing the Predator weapons activates the temple. The Predators need to book it if they want to get hunting. Imagine coming all this way to get locked out of the damn thing. The second group is trapped in the sacrificial chamber. And their faces get a nice big hug. Sun's out, guns out. Now we have a healthy supply of xenomorphs to start with. Give us a few hours for the gestation to complete. I hope I'm not bothering you. Those thieving I thought this was a decent neighborhood. Can't trust anyone these days. They're not hard to track down, just follow the noisy humans. There doesn't seem to be as much sport in this. They could seriously take out most humans with a triggering insult these days. But they just want their shit back, because they're not really here for the humans. But they never turn down a quickie. Oh, and also the temple's layout changes every 10 minutes, because Predators like it on hard mode. The humans are split up into even easier to consume smaller groups. Our main group, Lex, Sebastian, Waylon, and Gun Guy are left alone with their Predator gun. Gun Guy gets a particularly gruesome demise when he's netted, then speared to death. Sorry, never bothered to learn your name. But this is what happens when a Predator takes his eyes off the prize. We get a pretty epic knockdown brawl that the WWE would envy. But eventually, even he gets killed. And that leaves one left. He doesn't want to kill a dying old guy, so you can't say they're totally heartless. But rather than take this free pass, he decides to get tough, and Waylon gets waylaid.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
The remaining Predator is still a badass. He marks himself with some acid xenomorph blood, which is just so space emo, so we'll call him Scar. A facehugger makes a last-second attempt to face fuck him, but we're left in the dark. Sebastian determines that this whole temple is a rite of passage for adolescent predators. They've used Earth as a hunting ground for centuries. Humans worship them, offer them volunteers to be face-hugged, and provide critters to hunt. Sometimes things go sideways, so they need to wipe the raid. Man, are we glad we brought you. This happens to every ovary near Henry Cavill.
We're gonna give that thing his gun back.
Because it's the right thing to do, you thieving bastards. Sebastian gets taken away and Lex is all alone. She gives Scar his gun so he can do his thing. Xenomorphs attack so Scar goes buck wild and Lex actually manages to kill one on her own. This kind of impresses Scar. He's like,
"Damn, girl, but here's some weapons so I don't have to carry you."
Xenomorph bodies are resistant to their own acid blood, so it's a good choice.
Here you go. This don't mean we're married or nothing, so don't get any ideas.
Helpful kids break mama out of jail. The quote-unquote survivors are implanted, so it's too late. She won't let Scar kill him. She wants to do it.
Damn, girl. You got some fries to go with that killer instinct? Gotta admit, I'm a little chubbed.
I love this little moment where Scar kills a chestburster, and he's a little bit, ugh. It's a cute touch. Way too many facehuggers, so a bomb should just clean things up nicely.
Well, I hope it kills every fucking one of them.
One more xenomorph attacks and Scar is hurt. But Lex has his back. Oh, almost forgot to shoe in our catchphrase.
Ugly mother.
The bomb goes off and our heroes escape up the tunnel. And the explosion caves in most of the whaling station. That should have killed off most of the xenomorphs. But notice I said most.
You know, maybe I was a little quick to judge back there. Here, let me brand you. On my planet, this is a sign of affection. It also means we're kind of married, so sorry about that. So, you like Italian? I know this great place. Oh.
Did somebody say Italian?
But Scar is badly hurt and Lex can't kill it, so she decides to let gravity do it for her.
Tell them I died doing something cool.
Sorry, we saw the whole thing and it wasn't cool. They let Lex live since she's family now. They take Scar's body away and gives Lex a parting gift. Here, I better not see that on eBay. They leave Lex, having to explain why she came back alone, and hopefully with a check she can still cash. Sequel bait. I guess that facehugger didn't miss. Aw, that's kinda cute. It's got the little mandibles. That was Alien vs. Predator. Lex is clearly my favorite human character. She's smart, tough, knows what she's doing, kicks ass when needed. She's probably the most rounded character. Relatively speaking, there's still not a whole lot of characterization to her. Also Lance Hendrickson because he needs no reason. I still feel like the biggest mistake they made was with the humans. Between the aliens and the predators, the humans are just so overmatched. So you have this horror movie setup, where the villains are fighting among themselves, and the humans are just kinda in the way. The soldier types are here to give marginals challenge, but still they're no match. Why not make the humans a little more of a threat and challenge? Why aren't they space marines? Why take place present day? Present day is so boring.
Stay on the boat.
I like the idea of younger, less experienced predators getting their asses handed to them. Scar does get a little bit more characterization than the others, mainly because of his interactions with Lex. He could have used more though. I wanted to see more of this guy. Almost every character is a two-dimensional prop. Most of them contribute 2 separate body counts. One is a fallen human, and one more as the xenomorph they spawn. This movie is the marriage of 2 very intense and violent movie franchises. Why on earth is the crossover PG-13? There is an unrated version, but that's not what we got in the theater. Granted, the minimal CG and reliance on practical effects is appreciated, and there's just something about puppets. But the added backstory and lore, at least for me, takes away some of the mystique. The acting is fine, nothing groundbreaking, but Scar's explanations through body language, I wanted to see more of a communication going on between Lex and Scar, and we got so little of that. The idea of a human and predator working side by side is taken from the comic, and I only wish we got to see more of that team up. Honestly, I was kind of shipping these two. What does that say about me? Pacing is a little slow at first, but once the aliens are unleashed, it really picks up. But the pure action lacks substance, and the relentless pace blurs scene to scene. There's nothing here that feels like Arnold's desperate one-on-one fight at the end of the first movie. And again, I keep harping on this, but I wanted to see more of Scar and Lex working together. That would have made a much more interesting story than just the parade of bodies we got that brought really nothing new. AVP is 2.5 Bs. Alien vs. Predator is for fans of the Alien and Predator franchises who want to see them face off on the big screen. However, it's not a complex or thought-provoking storyline. Critics and audiences were divided. Some praised the film's action, while others criticized the weak plot and underdeveloped characters. Maybe they'll do better with the sequel. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!